Welcome to Trump Breaking News Network, your daily source for up-to-date news on the political scene of Donald Trump, his presidency, American politics and conspiracies. Please subscribe to receive notice of our daily updates. Also share with your friends and your social media. We encourage you to like our videos and give your comments.
This is TBNN.
A complete list of DOJ and FBI corruptors and criminals destroying the U.S. from within. The FBI and Department of Justice, DOJ, were once considered institutions full of integrity and honor before the Obama presidency. Now they are riddled with corruption and led by a group of deceiving, criminal and corrupt leaders who are working to overthrow the Trump administration, which threatens to uncover their many corrupt and criminal actions over the past many years. It is high time to call them out on their acts of treason. A number of individuals, in the FBI and DOJ, are using their power to prevent President Donald Trump from governing as he was duly elected to do, and are doing all they can to overturn the election that put the president in place. The entire Mueller investigation is a scam created by these individuals to overthrow the U.S. government. Their desperate actions are a clear indication that they have much to hide. Former United Nations Ambassador John Bolton called the recent actions against President Trump the first coup d'état in U.S. history. Below is our list of corrupt, criminal and treasonous operatives within the DOJ and FBI who need to be brought to justice. Eric Holder. According to The Guardian, Obama's first Attorney General Eric Holder was the first sitting member of a president's cabinet in U.S. history to be held in contempt of Congress after Republicans vented their fury over a bungled gun tracking investigation. 17 Democrats, under pressure from the pro-gun lobby the NRA, joined 238 Republicans to carry a criminal contempt resolution against Holder. A currently serving Attorney General has never before been censured in this way. The criminal contempt resolution, passed by 255 to 67, with most Democrats walking out of the chamber en masse before the vote, related to Operation Fast and Furious, a federal investigation launched in Arizona designed to ensnare gun smugglers involved with the Mexican drug cartels. Thursday's vote was of symbolic value, pointing to the almost total collapse of trust between the two main parties in Congress. Republican anger has been fueled by a conspiracy theory that Fast and Furious was deliberately set up to fail by the Obama administration to pave the way for greater federal gun controls. Holder was AG during Obama's first term, and he therefore was AG not only during the Fast and Furious scandal but the many other corrupt activities that occurred during Obama's first term. He signed off on the Uranium One deal, where the Obama administration approved the sale of 20% of U.S. uranium to Russia, while at the same time, no doubt was involved in the cover-up of FBI Director Robert Mueller's investigation into Russia, where the FBI knew, as of November 2009, of criminal activities by 10X, the U.S. affiliate of Russia's nuclear energy agency, Rosatom. Loretta Lynch, Obama's second corrupt AG, oversaw the FBI and DOJ that set Hillary Clinton free during the email scandal after obvious criminal actions a week after Lynch met Bill Clinton on an Arizona tarmac in a botched clandestine meeting before the election. After the Trump win, Lynch released the following bizarre video and call to arms for the deep state. Robert Mueller, dirty cop and former FBI head. Robert Mueller is the epitome of the deep state. As head of the FBI, he failed to prosecute anyone for Emailgate, Fast and Furious, Clinton Foundation, etc. He never recused himself as the special counsel in the Trump-Russia farce in spite of numerous conflicts of interest. His entire team is a group of deep state liberal corrupt attorneys and investigators. His investigation is a crime, as exemplified by the recent report that the Mueller team unlawfully obtained transition emails from the Trump team that were protected under attorney-client privilege. Mueller is also famous for hand-delivering uranium to Russia on an airport tarmac per Hillary Clinton instructions. James Comey, Mueller's partner in crime and protégé, led the FBI after Mueller's departure. He won a Deep State Award for Best Corrupt Actor when he led the Clinton email investigation, treated it as a special case, and then let Hillary off with no charges. His presentation for why she should be let go was a masterpiece and showed he may also be a bit of a lunatic. He let Hillary go twice during the election in spite of obvious crimes to every American. Sally Yates, the acting AG when President Trump took over, who defied the president's immigration order and was fired for doing so. Rod Rosenstein, at Rosenstein's recent testimony in front of the House, he showed how truly creepy he is. He answered nothing and constantly sniffed his nose like a cocaine addict. He was involved in the Russia cover-up at the time of the sale of Uranium One, and he and Mueller have been accused of abusing secrecy powers and hiding information about the Trump investigation from Congress for months. Andrew Weissman. Weissman is one of the Trump haters on Mueller's team who praised Yates for defying President Trump's travel ban before being removed by Trump. The MSM praised her as well. Mueller's selection of Weissman says it all. Weissman is famous for pushing charges against Arthur Anderson and Merrill Lynch in the 2000s that were eventually overturned by the Supreme Court 9-0 and an appellate court a year later. Thousands lost their jobs because of Weissman's errors. He has served as general counsel at the FBI and as an assistant U.S. attorney for the Eastern District of New York. Weissman donated $2,300 to the Obama Victory Fund in 2008, $2,000 to the DNC in 2006, and at least $2,300 to the Clinton campaign in 2007. Andrew McCabe, FBI head after Comey was fired by President Trump. McCabe is in the middle of the scheme to overthrow the government. His wife ran for office in 2016 and her campaign received hundreds of thousands in Hillary-related campaign donations at the same time McCabe was involved in the Hillary emails cover-up. In spite of this, McCabe didn't recuse himself from the Hillary investigation until a week before the 2016 election. His name was on an email involved in drafting Comey's exoneration of Clinton. The distribution list is all deep state. Recently it was reported that McCabe is planning on retiring in 90 days from the FBI. He should be instead tried for treason. Peter Strzok. Nobody knew this crook's name until a few weeks ago. The lead inspector on the Clinton email scandal and Trump, Russia farce. This guy had a god complex and thought it was his mission to stop Trump and help Hillary. He's a crook in every sense of the word and should be in jail and tried for treason. Lisa Page, Strzok's mistress at the DOJ. Another Trump hater in the deep state. She is on the Mueller investigative team and on detail from the FBI's Office of the General Counsel and a former trial attorney with the Criminal Division's Organized Crime and Gangs section, investigated Ukrainian oligarch Dmitry Firtash, a one-time business partner of former Trump campaign manager Paul Manafort, at the DOJ. Bruce and Nellie Orr, he worked at the DOJ and she worked at Fusion, the company that slanders people for a living. Her specialty was with Russia and Trump. This was all kept secret until recently. James Baker, the FBI general counsel who is being reassigned by new FBI Director Christopher Wray following a leak investigation. Peter Kodzik. Kodzik was a DOJ assistant attorney and was outed as a mole for the Hillary Clinton campaign in an email released by WikiLeaks. The entire Mueller investigative team, in addition to those listed above, below are the others on the Mueller team. Rush Atkinson, an attorney on detail from the Criminal Division's Fraud Section at the Department of Justice. Donated $200 to Clinton in 2016. Peter Carr, DOJ spokesman under Barack Obama. Andrew Goldstein, a public corruption prosecutor on detail from the U.S. Attorney's Office in the Southern District of New York. Worked under Trump. Basha Preet Bharara in the liberal New York Southern District. Adam Jed, an appellate attorney on detail from DOJ's Civil Division. Defended Obamacare at the DOJ. Elizabeth Prelogar, an appellate attorney on detail from the Office of the Solicitor General. Fluent in Russian, former law clerk to Justices Ruth Bader Ginsburg and Elena Kagan. James Quarles, a former partner at WilmerHale and a former assistant special prosecutor for the Watergate Special Prosecution Force. Former assistant special prosecutor on the Watergate Special Prosecution Force. Jeannie Rhee, a former partner at WilmerHale who has served in the Office of Legal Counsel at DOJ and as an assistant U.S. attorney for the District of Columbia. Ri is a Clinton Foundation lawyer and former Deputy Assistant Attorney General in the Office of Legal Counsel under Barack Obama. Brandon Van Grack, an attorney on detail from the Justice Department's National Security Division, led a grand jury inquiry in Northern Virginia scrutinizing former Trump associate Michael Flynn's foreign lobbying. Aaron Zebley, a former partner at WilmerHale who has previously served with Mueller at the FBI and has served as an assistant U.S. attorney in the Eastern District of Virginia, worked with Robert Mueller at the WilmerHale firm. Aaron Zielinski, an attorney on detail from the U.S. Attorney's Office in the District of Maryland, worked under Assistant AG Rod Rosenstein in Maryland. Zainab Ahmad, a top national security prosecutor on detail from U.S. Attorney's Office in the Eastern District of New York. Michael Dreeben, an appellate attorney on detail from the Office of the Solicitor General, described by former colleagues as one of the brightest criminal law experts of the past 2 generations. Jeff Sessions, the biggest disappointment of the year. At first the thought was that Sessions was compromised, but now he appears to be a card-carrying member of Deep State. He did everything he could to create the Mueller investigation and has done nothing to address the many Obama and Hillary crimes. He must go. Chris Wray, the current FBI director, Wray shows that he is part of the problem by allowing individuals like Baker and Strzok to move departments and McCabe to retire without being held accountable. Honorable mention Aaron Rouse, he's the head of the FBI investigation into the Las Vegas shootings and murder of 59 concert-goers, and he's a Comey appointee. The fact that we know so little and that the MSM is burying the story is proof of more FBI corruption related to this incident. These people must be brought to justice. Concocting a fake investigation to remove the duly elected President of the United States, Donald Trump, is treasonous. Treason is a crime.
This has been the Trump Breaking News Network. Please subscribe and share to stay up to date on the latest news about our president. Be informed.